Hello, music lovers. Welcome to another episode of Rider TV with my co-host Cheryl Lee.
And Vince Contarino.
That's me. And this week we've got Ben Whittington.
Yeah, from our Coast FM show the other night.
Yep. So
he was co-host.
He gave it a go at being a radio presenter.
Yeah.
You know, good singer.
Absolutely.
Good guitar player.
Yep.
For someone so tall.
Yes.
He's pretty tall, isn't he?
Yeah.
Should be a ruckman. But now, Ben, I've had the pleasure of catching up with Ben, you know, on a couple of occasions. He's just he's charming and he's a
handsome.
He is handsome. He's charming. He's simpatico, as we say in Italian, and he's very respectful. I'm looking forward to this.
Yep. Well, not only did we go live to air, but we had lights and camera and videoed the whole thing.
Oh, you went the whole hog?
Yep.
Don't do that for me.
Yep.
Now, pop onto the station Facebook page, 88.7 Adelaide's Coast FM, and that Radio Chick Cheryl Lee Facebook page, or just give me a call here in the studio on 8371 1000 to say hi. So what are we talking about over our coffee today? Well, I'd like to welcome live into the studio our very own Ben Whittington,
Hello.
local artist. Thanks for joining us.
My absolute pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Well, you're going to stay live in the studio tonight for the first hour as our co-host.
Fantastic.
Co-announcer. And not only are we live to air, but listeners, you are also on telly.
One of the cameras as well. This one, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Now, we opened the show with your all-time favourite song, Ben.
Yes. They just don't make them like that anymore. They really don't. It's one of those comfort songs where it's just relaxing. You can just close your eyes and just, you know, everything just disappears and it's nice. But one of the main reasons that's one of my favourite songs is it's from obviously the self-titled album Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, which I thrashed as a kid.
Yeah.
So obviously my love of music, as you'll see throughout tonight, was from my parents' record collections, albums, and everything like that. So it was always digging through there, and that was one of them. So.
Oh, my mum's record collection had Kamal in it. You're lucky. In fact, full disclosure, I know your mum. We went to high school together.
Yes, you do. Yes, I know. It's Adelaide. Right?
Adelaide for you, right? Exactly. So we're going to learn all about your career and all the fabulous stuff you've been up to. But we're going to play two songs next. Mm-hmm. Both of them influenced you in different ways. Would you like to tell us what two songs we're listening to and what influence they brought to you?
Well, I guess, like I said, you know, listening to parents' music collections, the first one probably speaks for itself. The first one is a Kiss song, Calling Dr. Love, which, you know, roll the clock back to the 70s already. We've got two songs down from the 70s. So, but it was just, when I was younger and I first started playing guitar, it was just that stadium sound. It was just that really
that
big rock
Kiss
sound.
sound.
Rock sound, and I just wanted to emulate that. So that's that one.
And what else are we playing?
So the other one is Matchbox 20 song Long Day, which I've been a huge Matchbox 20 fan for years. Once again, it was the same sort of thing where back in the mid 90s, you know, whether it be, you know, just sitting in the car when driving to school, whatever it may be, a band like Matchbox 20 flooded the radio all the time. So that it's one of those childhood things that just stuck with me, and it was so there's a lot of bands in that same sort of vein, and you'll probably come across them as we keep going down the list. But yeah, so that was another one. But that one was I reckon that was probably one of the first Matchbox 20 songs I heard. So and then I tried playing as well on guitar, which was nice. So.
Sounds like you had the cool mum playing the cool songs in the car. Let's have them now, Kiss and Matchbox 20, and then we're back to find more out about Ben Whittington. 88.7 Adelaide's Coast FM. We're live in the studio with Ben Whittington, and we're going to find out all about his career soon. But I asked him one more question, and that is to artists that influenced your career. So, what made you pick up that guitar, right, that very first time?
So a long time ago, and one of them actually isn't on here. Because you only asked for two, but there's an array. But,
I can imagine.
But like I mentioned before, when I was going through so many CDs, so many it was the most random thing. One minute it would be, Rolling Stones and Kiss. Next minute it'd be Savage Garden and Matchbox 20 and all these different things. So it was whatever was popular and thrashed out on the radio at the time as well when I was learning it. But the other ones that had come across were, a big one was Crowded House. Crowded House were huge because it was, because once again they dominated the radio stations and they were very, very, friendly and easy listening to go for. So it was one of those bands where no matter who you were, you just knew their songs, even not by name, not by thing, you just knew every word to all their songs. So the harmonies, everything just became that just nice, familiar territory. And then I remember picking up the guitar and playing along to some of them, and they're just so distinct as well. As soon as you start hearing them, you just,
Yeah, oh, that's Crowded House.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other bands that would, obviously like Queen and stuff, where you can hear their voices and you just know it. But Crowded House, I don't know, it was just one of those bands growing up where you could almost pull a guitar out at a campfire and straight away hit out. Don't dream it's over, better be home soon, whatever it may be, and people just know and love it immediately, which is always good. And they still get the reaction today. Even today, I can, at any gig, as soon as I start one of those songs, you'll have the entire crowd singing along in no time, which is, awesome. I love it. It's fantastic.
Well, I'm glad you chose an Australian band as one of your influences, but the other one was one of my favourites as well, Bon Jovi.
Yes, Bon Jovi. I for a long time, especially in Adelaide, I was known as the Bon Jovi guy, where it was because that's all I was playing and singing at, whether it was open mic nights, whether it was at gigs, and over the years, I don't know, I think it was just my go-to. I would just, they were fun songs to belt out. So no matter where I was, all around Australia, I still remember walking into places over in Brisbane, and straight away, I'm not sure why, but my first instinct was play a Bon Jovi song. It just worked well because, like Crowded House, they're just so well known. The songs are just they're timeless, and
all the chicks love him.
Oh, everyone loves him. Yeah, exactly. It's just one of those things that I also found as soon as you started singing certain Bon Jovi songs as well, you got the attention of people straight away, because they're pretty hard songs to sing. And at that point, you'd either get the musicians in the back standing with their arms crossed going, oh, is he going to mess it up? But then you get all the chicks down the front just like,
how excitement.
Yeah, exactly. So it was two birds, one stone on that one. But,
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, let's hear a song from Crowded House. Which one?
We're going to do Better Be Home Soon.
Alrighty, and Bon Jovi?
Bon Jovi, I'm going to go with a bit of a side cut. Someday I'll be Saturday Night.
Nice. And then we're going to find out where it all began for Ben Whittington.
Oh, yes.
You're with Cheryl Lee, you're on Monday Latte, you're on Coast FM. Welcome back. You're with me, Cheryl Lee, and co-host, guest presenter,
Hello.
Ben Whittington.
I'm still here.
Still here. Thanks for staying.
No worries.
Now, you started your first band in your very early 20s.
I did.
Cover band called .05.
Yes, that is
which
it.
is a little later than some people joining their first band. How did you pick up a guitar and get involved in this?
I will. Basically, as soon as I came out of school, the main man who was in .05 was Eugene Russo, and he was running a open mic night at the Norwood Hotel, and had been for X amount of years. And myself and plenty of other friends used to go down there once a week on a Thursday night, and we'd get up there and jam and play along and do songs with each other. And over the years, I started learning more and more songs for him to accompany with, and it sort of just started making sense after a while. And when he was in need of a guitarist, I would jump in and fill in with the band every now and then. And then in about 2010, 2011, I became a permanent member.
Awesome.
And to this very day, in fact, we're playing at the Norwood Hotel this Saturday night.
That's amazing.
So
14 years later.
All those years later, we're still doing it. So it's fantastic. But yeah, I would not be doing it, and I would not have the career I have without that man. So
must have been
big
meant
shout
to
out
be.
Eugene. Absolutely. So
So then, 5 years after that,
Yes.
you created a show called The 90s Show, which
Yes.
again is still
That
going
show,
strong.
which is going strong. We've got a show coming up November 8, and we've been doing that for a while now. It feels like a while. I mean, it's only 8 years, but yes, that does feel like a while. That sort of came about because in the Adelaide music scene, I sort of found there was a bit of a lack of that 90s sort of sound.
Yeah,
And
loads of 80s.
there's plenty of 80s. Everyone's doing 80s. There was a lot of 70s stuff back then as well. But 90s sort of just didn't have the amount of bands that were after it. And because that was my soundtrack growing up, and all my friends were in that same boat, we didn't have any bands to go and see live, because you go and see the 80s ones and that's all well and good and we know the songs, but there was nothing nostalgic for us. So I still remember, when we put the band together, and we were focusing mainly on all the pop 90s stuff, the dance stuff. So it wasn't as much grunge and rock, but it was all the party stuff. So all the girls could come down, sing along to Britney, Backstreet Boys, Spice Girls, and basically just have a few drinks and let loose. And it was a huge success. We tried it at I think 2017 Fringe early in the year. And we sold out the show within 10 days, and so we had to put on a second one, and I think we had about 800 people just in the first couple of it was amazing. So we just kept it going,
and you literally haven't stopped since.
We haven't stopped. We've obviously, rather than keeping the same thing going over and over again, we've tried to evolve it. So when COVID hit, we do an unplugged version, because everything is live. There's no backing tracks involved at all. We're all playing live, and I'm surrounded by an exceptional amount of musicians, which I'm still blown away every time I hear these guys play and sing, and the girls. So we adapted it to an acoustic unplugged sort of thing. We brought in all the candles, and we'd take these 90s pop songs and we would do them with like 6-part harmonies. So even some of the corny stuff, like you take that stuff for Robbie Williams and that. But we would do like the Cause, we would do Elton John stuff, we'd do Bryan Adams, and it was a new life on that band. So it was quite fun.
Awesome. And then quite recently, in 2021, this is interesting. You started a band called the Purple Monkey, and the audience chose the name.
Yes, yes. So the way that came about was with the musicians that we were performing with in the 90s show, we'd always get booked for corporate shows, but we would never have a name, because they would ring up and say, "Oh, we really like your band, but do you do other things that aren't just 90s?"
Yes.
And to that would say, "Absolutely, we can play whatever you want." And so when we were having to do these corporate events, we didn't know what to call ourselves. So we ended up putting on a show at the Norwood, which we managed to sell out, and we didn't even have a name, which we were so impressed by. We just said,
Band
"Hey,
with no name.
Band with no name, please come down." We all shared it on Facebook. We sold the venue out, 350 people. And they all came down, and what we did is at the door, we gave everyone these little pieces of paper and a ballot box, and we said, "Write down whatever band names you want and put them in there." And there were some very questionable things. There were some very, very odd things written on there. So
did you pick the name out of a hat, or did you select the name you liked
we had to
best?
go through them, because if we did that, I think we would have ended up with something
Could
really...
have been called the Naked Eyeballs or something.
It could have been much worse. Yeah. So but funnily enough, the Purple Monkey thing was from It's a Simpsons reference. It was actually written Purple Monkey Dishwasher. We used it for one gig, and the announcer, the MC at the gig said, "I'm not saying dishwasher," so we just left it as Purple Monkey.
Yeah,
And
I like it.
Here we are today.
Yay. Well, we want to hear your favourite song to play with that 90s show. Mm-hmm. What's that one?
So the favourite one that I enjoy doing with that 90s show, and like I said, because we're performing live, some of these songs are exceptionally hard to pull off, and because I'm surrounded with so many just incredible musicians, and especially I'm gonna give a shout out to Russell James on keys.
Yeah,
he's an absolute wizard, and he can bring up any sound, any effect, everything, and he sort of just actually makes these songs work.
Magic Man.
Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls, which is I've seen many bands do pub versions of it, and they just don't quite sit well, and it was one of those songs that we really wanted to tackle, and turns out he was the missing ingredient with all his string sounds and everything, and it really just gave it that nice oomph that we needed.
I'm going to ask you your favourite Purple Monkey song to play as well, but just quickly, November the 8th,
November
that
8th.
90s show, where at?
We're at the Jade in town. It's a beautiful venue. I
That's around
absolutely
the
love
corner
it.
from me.
I love that place so much. We recently did a 90s show. We did a funnily enough, best of Matchbox 20 there, and we ended up selling it out, which was fantastic, and it was such a great night. They asked us to come back and do whatever we wanted, so we thought, why not? So November 8th.
Alrighty, and favourite Purple Monkey song to play?
Like I mentioned, because we're doing it live and everyone in the band sings, we can always do big harmony songs. So Bohemian Rhapsody is the one. It's a big one to tackle, but if I don't say so myself, we do a pretty good version.
You nail it. Mics are off. .7 Adelaide's Coast FM. Yeah, with Cheryl Lee. We're back with Ben Whittington.
I'm still here.
And he's still here. Yeah. He's going to play us a song live in the studio. If you want to hear this, head over to the Jade. If you want to hear this in real life, in real life, what are you going to play for us, Ben?
Well, I figured since we have a 90s show coming up, I should probably do a 90s song. So I'm going to do a Goo Goo Dolls song called Slide, which is, funnily enough, the reason I chose that song in the last minute was that when I first started playing, it was the very, very first song I ever learned to play and sing at the same time. And this is the one that I started doing at those open mic nights back in 2007, 2008. So
when you were a baby.
When I was a baby, coming full circle here. So shall I?
Let's go. Let's hit it.
Could you whisper in my ear the things you wanna feel? I'd give her anything to feel it coming until you wake up on your own. Wonder where you are, live with all your faults. 'Cause I wanna wake up where you are. I won't say anything at all, so why don't you slide? Yeah, slide. Don't you love the life you've killed? The priests on the floor, you thought I hit the wall. Your money's on you, and don't suppose I'll ever know what it means to be a man. Something I can change, I live around you. 'Cause I wanna wake up where you are. 'Cause I won't see anything at all, so why don't you slide? Yeah, slide. Yeah, I'll do anything you ever dreamed to be complete. Little pieces, nothing. Your arms around me. What you feel is what you are. What you are is beautiful. Oh, man, I wanna get married, run away. Yeah, I'll do anything you ever dreamed to be complete. Little pieces, nothing. Whoa, man. Put your arms around me. What you feel is what you are. What you are is beautiful. Oh, man, we're gonna get married, run away.
worries, Ben. That was beautiful. Now,
I'll worry at all.
talking about babies,
Yeah.
and I love this story because it's such a, 2020 love affair story.
Yes.
Now, tell us how.
I won't go into all the details, but hey, what a better way of having a surprise baby than having a surprise baby. So the obviously,
And he's pretty cute.
Hey, look, he takes after me.
Yeah, he does.
It's encouraged me to do a few things differently. Obviously, start writing my original stuff as well,
Yeah.
which has been something different that for years I never ever thought I'd do. I was so ingrained in doing cover shows and traveling around Australia performing other people's music that it was almost like a hand in hand thing, having a son, I guess, and then saying, oh well, let's see what else can be fresh and new, and let's try this. So and that's where I guess I'd written some original songs over the years, but I had never really pushed for them. So it was very much a all right, my world's changing. Let's see.
Let's really mix it up.
Exactly. Let's go full throttle with it. So.
And I must say, I have followed your career with these cover bands for many, many years, being the son of one of my high school girlfriends. And it was so exciting and pleasing when I saw that you were brave enough to get out there and finally, get your original songs.
Yeah, it was.
out there.
Funnily enough, speaking of Lee, from
The band.
Jamie, yeah. He was the one who just kept pushing. He's always said, "Come on, you've got them sitting there. Let's go and do it." And what ended up happening was the Norwood had given me a few dates throughout the year, and we were going to use them for 90 shows or whatever we may have done. And we all sort of looked at each other and said, you know what, let's just use one of these and get it over and done with, because we can keep talking about it, but that's all it's going to be. If we keep talking about it, we may as well actually get out there and do it. So we pulled the pin on the grenade and said, let's do it. So it was a fantastic night. I was really just so happy, I was just grateful that people showed up for starters, because that's the thing with original music, and you never know what you're going to
sell, can't it?
You never know what you're going to get. If I turn around and say I'm playing 80s stadium rock hits, I'm playing Bon Jovi all night, people know exactly what they're going to get. When I say I'm playing my original songs, and if you play two songs of mine, they are polar opposite. They are very different. Some are, that pop rock sort of inspired things, and other ones are very, moody ballad esque things. So it's just showing the. I didn't want all my songs to sort of sound the same. Yeah, that's not a bad thing, but once again, you don't know what you're going to get. I have some goss that you would be the first people to know, because I only found out myself. So I will be releasing a few new songs coming up. I'd say in the next month or so, but I've just found out that for my next original show, I will be playing in Elder Park for New Year's Eve in front of 25,000 people.
Oh my goodness!
So I will be doing that this New Year's for an hour and a bit of all my own original stuff. I'll throw in a cover, of course, because why not? But
because you can.
What an audience to have! I've gone from a couple of hundred at the Nord to 20,000.
Congratulations!
So I'm a bit nervous, as you can imagine.
Fine.
But the idea now is just to rehearse up and just go out swinging, I think. So there you go. There's a nice scoop
How
for
exciting!
you. So
that's a scoop. You heard it first here.
I don't even think I'm allowed to tell anyone yet.
We won't tell anyone. We won't tell anyone, will we?
No.
No, film crew aren't going to tell anyone.
No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
The listeners aren't going to tell anyone. It's just between you and me.
Yeah. For having me.
Thank you so much for coming in. We're going to have Not Enough and Find Us a Way. Thanks again, Ben.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us for Rider TV this week. And Ben, what a lovely man. And not only, he's been in cover bands for many, many years, and I take my hat off to him. He has put himself out there and is starting to play his originals.
Oh, good on him, fantastic. And he's a quality performer. And, people seem to forget that, you may have been in cover bands for a long, long time, but you do learn your craft there.
Yeah,
anyway.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you same bat time.
Same bat channel.
Next week.